piss poor attempt at thugs on a beach. Well, not thugs on the beach, thugs on a dry dock. But without further ado, we were in the middle of that conversation and I interrupted them. So please continue, guys.
Interrupting Ian says,
Thanks, interrupting Ian.
Yeah, wasn't much of a fight. Next time, Tatters, 3 times as many enemies.
Considering the situation, it wouldn't have made any difference.
And again, they weren't expecting you to be there.
I know.
They were just going to push the ship off into the water. Whether it sank or floats, they didn't care.
As long as it was no longer technically in the dock.
Correct.
Speaking of other things we did last time, we learned we're really good at writing contracts.
Finder's trying to break my phone again.
Don't break the phone. Also, Finder, you are muted on your end, by the way.
I am well aware. I was eating.
Oh, okay.
Don't eat the phone.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how you did that either, because it was away from your computer. You've got talent for breaking things.
Please don't eat the phone.
Honestly, with how often that thing has ended up on the floor with neither of us knowing how, I feel like you should put it somewhere else, but I don't know where to suggest.
There isn't really anywhere else to put it, yeah. Who said anal in chat?
What?
2 weeks ago, someone said anal in your chat.
Wait, what?
And it got blocked!
I think it was the tentacles. We were probably talking about the tentacles working the monsters there.
Probably.
Lead.
But anyhow, so to actually go over what you guys got, I wrote up a thingy.
Damn right you did.
You should be able to just copy paste it into the thing, right?
No.
Because that'd be smart.
Boy, I wish, but
I mean, you can copy paste into either Pathfinder chat or Roll20 chat, and then we can go from there.
I'd say put it into Discord, because then I can copy it over more easily.
Okay. So I need to change the name of this to the actual name, Jeffrey Bay, rather than the name I started with, Battle of the Bull.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I can copy it over to Discord.
When was our last session? Was that
3 weeks ago?
the
23rd?
23rd?
Yeah, something like that. Belly, calm down. Belly's going to start crying in a minute here. Let's see, 4th Friday would have been the 23rd, yeah.
Okay. 2020.
Speaking of that, I figured out an even worse replacement for Zira.
Oh no.
Oh.
So don't kill her.
I mean, if you just hurl Zira into a bad situation, that's not on me. Also, hi Doki.
Oh, you put it into streaming chatter.
Oh, derp. Let's
Well, that way the streaming folks get to see what we get too. But I mean,
well, they can see what we get anyway because we can see
Yeah, Pathfinder chat, everyone can see it.
the Pathfinder chat.
Okay. So, monies.
Oh, actually, no, I don't want you to see that.
See what?
whoop.
So I need to spoiler a couple of things here.
Oh my god!
Push that, push that.
Oopsie
Push
daisy.
that.
Alright, so spoiler is the 2 lines on either side, isn't it?
Yes, but why do you need to spoiler things? If it's our loot, then we see the loot.
Because it's magic items.
Oh.
And we need to identify them first, I guess.
Yep.
Systems
go.
and logic. Okay. Coinage.
They got like, let's see here. I want to say in total you guys have about 50,000, 52,000.
Where are these extra zeros coming? Is it the magic items?
No. So. Oh wait, no. I'm being retarded.
Because I only count 10,800 worth of gold pieces. Sorry, 11,150 worth of gold pieces.
Yeah, I can't math. So excuse
Yeah,
me
stop
for not
that.
being able to math. But yeah, we have 6,000 there, 9,000, 10,800. Yeah, like you said, 11,300, 11,000.
11,000.
Yeah, 11,300.
Yeah.
150.
And gems.
Wow, they got crap though.
Yeah, the Goon Squad was made up of pretty much just whatever people they could find on the docks.
That's fine. I mean, that's why they went down so easy, because none of them had any magic items.
Mm-hmm.
Someone went up to them and said, "Hey there, sailor. You busy tonight?"
Wow.
Pretty much. That is pretty much how I was playing that.
Okay.
But you know what? I just had a thought.
Don't do that.
I know it's dangerous. Let me see.
Tell Finder
Yeah.
that all the time.
I'm gonna try to play some music for us that isn't
DMCA.
DMCA, yeah.
Yeah, I have a few from
Well, you don't want
Kevin
to get your
McLeod
blood
playing
taken.
in my background.
Yeah, unfortunately, the risk is more for Lance than Tatter.
Oh,
I
sure.
have like the in-game stuff turned off. I'm just using my own.
Here we go. A 1920s speakeasy. There you go. Because that's definitely gonna.
This is going to be really hard to put in here. Okay, let's start with the basics then. Short
Okay,
sword,
That's not all that great.
3. Dagger,
Ooh,
2.
I like that one.
Cestus. I like short swords, daggers, cestises, all unused.
Pretty true.
Mint condition, new in box.
Mint condition, new on body.
Yeah. On body is appropriate. Okay, so we're gonna list this for now as 5 timer potions. 5. No, 6. 7.
Damn. Doesn't look like they have any kind of shantytown ambient.
That's what Chi
Music?
Shanty 2 is for.
5.
RuneScape Chi
Oil
Shanty 2.
flask.
Well, what you need is seagulls People,
Wait, is this game not DMCA?
I don't know why it would be. It's a video game. I can't say that for Star Wars games, but other games.
Alright.
So have we decided, are we going to crew our second ship, or are we going to sell it?
2, 3, 4, 5.
I think we're gonna sell it. Can't remember.
Scroll 5.
You're the captain.
Yeah,
Ring.
technically it is up to you, Lance.
I don't think we have a need for a second one. Unless you guys can think of one.
Bait. We pack it full of and then let some giant sea monster go and bite it.
Well, we do have the smaller little boat that we already have.
Oh, you want to pack that full explosives instead? Okay.
It's more edible. More bite size.
Okay. I have
Killing.
all of the things listed.
Okay, here we go. This is the one that I want to use. At the game.
So right now, of the stuff that we do have, or we do know we have, we're looking at... Wait, why is that? The hell? Calculating correctly.
Turn cheese fancy 2 on my.
Oh, right, because we still need the appraise multiplier. Because Jacqueline hasn't gotten involved yet.
Right.
So right now it's just at 1.
We'll catalog the stuff on our trip from the wreckage of the ships back to the town here, so... Whatever's magic, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't doubt that you'll be able to figure out what's magic and what's not. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, I've already listed the things as magic X, because that would be apparent. We have the skills to determine if something is magic or not. We just have to figure out what it actually is.
I'm very disappointed in these captains of these pirate ships.
Disappointed how?
They had junk.
What do you mean they had junk?
As in personal gear junk. The ships themselves, all that stuff, that's perfectly fine. That's great. I like it. But like the captains and hell, junk. None of them had a magic weapon or magic.
I know, right?
None of
Garbage.
There no
You should talk to their employer.
Who are these losers anyway?
That's just the way things go, I guess. It's okay. They don't get paid enough by their employer. I'm gonna blame it on the fat merchant guy that we have bent over a barrel.
Oh, God.
Oh, right, we have to cut this in half because it's...
So the funny part is, I am planning on him being a recurring character.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet.
Well, it is
He's gonna get bent over a barrel an awful lot.
Yeah.
He's gonna really hate us.
You don't know, maybe he likes it.
True.
Hell is short sword? Short sword. Sword short! Calling it short.
Just saying, if there were 4 pirate captains, I would expect at least 1 magic eye patch, a magical cutlass, a wondrous item called a parrot. You know,
Wondrous item called a parrot.
well, you know they have the raven or the goat. This pirate would have a parrot. maybe a ring of water breathing somewhere in there. One that has like boots of striding and sprinting, because he'll be like, Errol Flynn jumping from rigging to rigging and running along railings and on oars and stuff like that. It's the kind of stuff I'd imagine.
Well,
The magic eye patch can only see through the clothing of Ladies of the Night. That's its only purpose.
Here's what we'll do. When you run your campaign, you are perfectly able to outfit them with whatever you like.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Okay, so how many rolls do you think we'd want from Jacqueline for this stuff?
Hopefully not any. I mean, she is quite fit, so I don't think she has any role.
God.
You love me. You don't know why sometimes, but you love me.
I would do
Yeah.
a roll per each category of stuff. So one for gems, one for artwork.
Well, it doesn't
they-
quite work like that because it's a general multiplier that's added to the entire thing.
Well,
So they get
I don't know.
averaged together. I mean, we could do that and then it just averages it together, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the moment. 8 rolls.
Don't do the coin values because those coin values are stacked.
No. 2 things of art and plunder, and then cestus, dagger, gems, scale mail, short sword, studded leather.
Okay, I got you.
I actually do need to make sure that that's being calculated properly. 1 sec. Because you're right.
I'll open the spreadsheet that they're using so you guys can see this.
I think that's right. Okay, so if I were to raise that to 2, it'd bring it down by 3,000. Okay,
See,
good.
this
I
is-
did design this correctly in the first place. Okay!
What the Kai turns everything into when we play Pathfinder? Spreadsheets.
I'm sorry. No, I don't usually. That was Tyro.
Was it Tyro that made the spreadsheet? for
Tyro
Pathfinder?
did spreadsheets of everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This just makes it easier for us to calculate things.
I could
I
have
will-
swore it was you that did the Kingmaker spreadsheet too.
Without
I'm pretty
that
sure that was
Kingmaker,
Tyro.
you would have been screwed.
Mm-hmm. It's way too complicated to try to.
Okay. I forget what the thresholds were before.
I mean, because I used to do stuff
think
like
it
this
was
20 years ago, and it was like we had grid paper, and we had to write it out, and then you have to erase it and write it back down. And
It was like the
20 years ago, Belly, you're acting like you're an old man. Oh wait, we're all old. Fuck.
yeah.
Hey, don't call me out like that.
Any of the rest of you? already over
Finder's
40?
not.
I don't think
Finder's a
so.
youngin.
I'm 27.
Little Babby Finder.
I'm going to be 43 this year.
Babby
Next
Finder.
month? Next month, 43.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to be 13.
Yeah. Fun little known fact about the Tatsu clan. Belisarius is probably the only person in our clan that is older than me.
Excuse me.
You're older than me by like a couple of weeks. Shut up.
Still counts.
There, that should be about appropriate, I'd guess. So based on her rolls. Basically, those are the multipliers. What are you rolling?
Jesus.
A lot of
Yeah.
spellcraft.
I'm identifying things.
Alright, so the potions of cure light wounds, you got those easy.
Hold on.
Potion
I'm gonna
of...
have to... hold on.
Wow, okay. I feel attacked.
You are attacked. Okay, 3. Okay, continue.
Are you sure?
Yes, now you can continue. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, potions of cure light wounds, you have 3 of them. Potion of cure mod, it's what? Is it 15 plus spell level or is it 10 plus spell level?
Identifying?
Identify. Yeah. The DC specifically for identifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Ah!
Because if it's 15 plus spell level, you didn't quite get it. But if it's 10,
I forget what
you got
skill
it.
I'm looking at.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft, yeah. Because I'm stupid. 15 plus spell level.
Okay, so the.
However, you can roll those identifies as many times as you want, technically.
I prefer to do it once every hour, but.
How many hours have we had until we can sell things?
Technically, you are coming from the bay into port. So you'd have like 6 hours.
Just go
Yeah.
down the list, and if I rolled too many, loop them back to the ones I failed. And then if I
Yeah.
need to roll more after that,
You have a potion of mage armor.
Sheesh. Fucked that one up as well. Potion of mage armor.
You have a. Let me see what the level is on. Actually, 16. That's not gonna get it. Because Sanctuary, I think, is a 2nd level spell anyway.
Well, hold on, because I can also roll. But yeah, I mean, like, we can just keep going until we get it. Effectively, consider it like take. Wouldn't this just be take 20 because we have all the time in the world to figure this out?
The reason I'm not doing take 20 is because if it is a poison and not a potion,
Ah, that's true.
yummy!
yeah, there is a danger there. Also, you don't want to drink an oil of invisibility or a stone staff.
Well, those are different. They'd be in different containers.
Yeah, true.
19 on the one that he wouldn't have gotten, so Sanctuary, I guess.
Yeah, the next one would have been Sanctuary, so you're good on there. So, yes, it's a potion of Sanctuary.
Okay, so 3, 4,
You have a scroll
down.
floating disc. Or,
A
no,
scroll
sorry,
of-
oil invisibility was next. And you do have that. I will explain what that is in a moment. You have 3 stone salve,
Scroll of
a scroll of floating disc,
stone. 3 of the. And it was 2 or 1 of the oil.
2 oil invisibility, 3
Okay.
stone salve,
Okay. Got
1
it.
scroll of floating disc,
Okay.
1 scroll of shocking grasp,
Ooh.
1 scroll of eagle's splendor. You have 2 more scrolls, 1 more potion, or sorry, 1 wand and a ring.
I need to
roll
make
a
sure
bit
I
more.
calculated these correctly. Okay. So we need. You said how many more scrolls? 2 more scrolls? Yeah.
2 more scrolls. They appear to be the same. 1 wand,
There's a
And 1 ring.
27 on the scrolls.
scroll of knock. 2 of them.
Okay. I have to keep tabbing back and forth. This is stupid. I should change that. There we go. Okay, so scroll of knock. 2 of those. Okay.
Mhm.
And then 24 on the wand.
That is a wand of cure moderate. It is
Okay.
easily discernible by its design. I kept trying to think of a way to make the design work, and I'm just going to give you the design lends itself to being a cure moderate.
Okay. And we still have a ring to do.
We still have a ring and the second set of potions, because
22 on the ring.
22 on the ring is a ring of minor cold resistance. And although it is a minor ring, it is quite the expensive piece. If I remember
Yeah.
correctly, it was like 12,000 just for that ring.
Rings of resistance
Yeah.
are expensive. Yep.
Yeah.
A ring, minor, 12,000 gold.
12,000 gold, yes. So if you want to sell that, this is
Yep.
the place to do it.
And then we still have the two
the potion of
potions.
Cure Moderate, technically you have not gotten yet.
And we can still, both of us can roll again on those, because
Correct.
23.
There you go. 2 times Potion of Cure Mod.
Cure moderate. 2.
Should be
Okay.
sure.
Unfortunately, I don't have values for all of these. That makes it difficult to...
I'm just a little curious. In Pathfinder, with potions and stuff, like if you've seen a potion before, do you know when you find that potion in the future?
Nope.
Not necessarily, because the makeup could be different depending on the caster, or depending on whether or not it was alchemically created or magically created.
Yep.
Okay.
And some potions will look very similar. And some poisons do, by lore, actually look somewhat similar to potions. Useful potions.
And technically, a potion of moderate wound would look exactly the same as moderate cure.
Yep. Similar methods of creating different results. So don't drink that potion of... or that poison of moderate wounds.
I was thinking with roguelite logic.
Oops.
Yeah. And that's fair.
Okay, so format this, sort columns, bam. Okay, so now we need values on, well, first we need to decide what we're keeping.
Well, I'm taking one of the scrolls of Eagle Splendor and one of Noct to put in my book.
Okay, so we know we've kept one of those each.
I think we should split the 2 moderate potions between our melee fighters.
Probably. And the light potions between the rest of us.
The light potions between the rest of us, yeah. And the one to cure moderate should go to the person that can use it the easiest, which would be me. We need to know how many
Yep.
charges are on that, Tatters.
If you want to roll a second spellcraft on that, I can give you how many charges.
Cool.
Well, I'm not getting it.
Alright, Tobias. It has 35 of 50.
That's pretty good.
Okay, 35 of 50 marked. All right. We're probably keeping the other scrolls as well, I'd assume.
Give them to Nuki or Val. You guys can use wizard scrolls, right?
Can't anybody technically use a scroll?
For those that don't have the spell in their spell list, they need to make a use magic device.
Oh,
check.
they do? Oh, that's right, yeah.
But if it's in your spell list, you can use it, even if you don't currently know it or in your...
Yeah, neither of those are in my spell lists, and my UMD is kind of trash, so... Probably Nudkey, then?
Not that they're going to come in handy for Nuki, but maybe?
I mean, it's something to keep around.
Yep.
I'll just store them.
Yeah, exactly. You never know when we could use a scroll of knock, and if we have it, then just give it to... We give it to the cleric, and... give it to Tobias.
Yeah,
You already have this in your spell list. Use a free knock.
Yeah, I'm sure Nuki can cast it as well, though, I think. Just might
As a
not,
summoner? Probably.
might pick it as one of your spells because you have a limited selection, but that doesn't mean you can't use the scroll.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing for Fly. I have 2 scrolls of Fly. I could give one to Nuki in case.
Knock is not in the summoner's spell list.
I
wow.
just checked that, and yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Shocking Grasp is not either.
That makes me cry.
And neither is Floating Disc.
So, if you haven't done it already, Nuki, you might want to invest points in Use Magic Device.
You mean my
Summoners
plus 13 use magic device?
Oh, well, then you already have points in it, so that's good.
So, Nudekey, what you would be doing whenever using something that's not from your spell list is, instead of using Spellcraft, you would use Magic Device.
Okay.
I forget how you find the cost of potions.
You prefer BS that again later on, just saying.
It's like spell level times 50,
I will remind you.
something like that.
Cure Light Wounds, first level, 50
Spell level.
GP.
Times
So it'd be 20.
50 times spell level times caster level, too. Most potions are always the minimum, so...
Yeah.
Cure Light Wounds is a 1, Cure Moderate Wounds would be a 3.
Yeah. Apparently it's a 2. Cure Moderate is a 2.
Yeah, that's the level of the spell to cast the spell.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the list of potions and oils to get the prices. 150 Mage Armor. So 25.
I probably go to Nuki as well. Since I can cast the spell myself easily enough.
Oh yeah, that's
And
true, huh?
In case you are wondering how those are used,
Oh yeah, and I don't actually need to price the potions that we're keeping, so... And then Potion of Sanctuary. Are we keeping that or selling that?
I don't see much use for it. You can sell it.
It's pretty much you drink it, and then anytime someone tries to attack you, even with a targeted spell, they have to make a ward or will save.
Yeah.
So...
'tis fun.
Yeah, we can mark that as 25 then, because we probably won't be keeping that.
That's something the priest would benefit from.
You what?
Thinking about other characters.
Oh, it's 1 round per level is the thing. So for the Sanctuary Potion, you'd actually have to know what level it was created at, which makes it difficult.
And most 99.9% of potions are minimum creation level, so...
Yeah.
So it'd last 1 round and be junk.
Do we want to keep the Oils of Invisibility?
Well, they're not potions of invisibility, so I don't know what you do with an oil of invisibility. Can we spread it on the ship and the whole ship invisible?
No. The target has to be no more than 100 pounds per level, and it's a duration of 1 minute per level. It's a 2nd level spell, so we're talking 200 pounds. So it would be useful to the kobolds. They could dump it over their head.
Did you fill a cauldron full of caltrops, and then you dump the potion of oil of invisibility in there, coat all the caltrops, and then dump them out?
Yeah.
That's a thing you could do. And see, that's why I'm glad that the generator I used gave us oil instead of just straight potions, because oil has much more utility.
Yeah, much different uses.
Yes.
Cover a weapon with it and bring it to somewhere you're not supposed to bring weapons.
Yep.
That's
Well,
true
it's still
too.
only a minute per level, so it only lasts 2 minutes.
Get you past the guards.
Yeah, possibly, unless they do a pat down.
What's this weird hard object on your thigh? I don't think we should be asking the lady that.
Yeah. Is that a dagger in your pants, or you just wait? Okay. I assume we're selling all. Oh, there's also the unique things in the loot themselves. The platinum urn wreathed in continual flame.
Yeah, I don't see a need to keep that, and since it's part of the
It's
art
neat.
wonder, I like how it's unique. I love
Yeah,
that
it's
stuff,
cool looking. That's about it.
but yeah, we don't need to keep that.
It could be the centerpiece on your mantle.
Do the crafters need the gems?
Nope.
Because I know you can
And-
grind up some gems and use them for things.
And that is why I specifically laid out what gems were in there.
Yeah.
I do not need them currently.
I think you're the only enchanter here, right?
I am the only crafter as far as I know.
Yeah. So, If you can't use those gems, then we don't need them. Do we have any use for the fine silk cloth?
Nope.
The ivory drinking horn.
Nope.
Horn set.
Well, yeah.
No,
Oh, it's
no,
set.
it is set with sardonyx.
Oh,
This is very fancy.
They're fancy, yeah.
Dwarf
No,
Fortress
no,
item.
Not unless we enchant it to be, a horn of plenty.
And,
That'd be very
Lance,
fancy.
I like that little ad-lib dwarf fortress item.
Menaces
And then
with
there's
spikes.
also the fancy leather boots with silver buckles that I'd say we should give to the captain, except the captain probably doesn't really wear boots.
Depends on if it can fit a gnoll foot.
Not really.
Yeah, these are human boots.
You give them to Tobias, and Tobias enchants them with magic, and then he gives them to the captain, and then they'll fit.
Yep, any magic item will always fit.
That is true. My rule set does use, if it's magic, it will fit the user.
I think that's also core Pathfinder. Even if it's a...
It was core 3.5. They don't actually mention it in Pathfinder.
Weird.
They don't say it doesn't, but it also doesn't say it does.
It's a good rule for player characters who are small or large, regardless.
Yeah. Or having strange anatomy for whatever reason.
Like my centaur.
It does actually say.
Oh, it
On
does.
magic items. When an article of magical clothing or jewelry is discovered, most of the time size shouldn't be an issue. Many magic garments are made to be easily adjustable, or they adjust themselves magically to the wearer. Size should not keep characters of various kinds from using magic items. There may be rare exceptions, especially with race-specific items.
And that's in core Pathfinder. That's not on D20.
Yeah. That is on D20. I'll have to look up the magic items page on, was it Aeon?
Yeah, Aeon PRD is what they're doing.
What's D20's reference on that? They generally give reference.
That is core rulebook and ultimate equipment that are cited.
Cited in core rulebook? Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me... I believe you, but I do not remember seeing that in core. I would believe that it was an ultimate equipment because it may have been an oversight in core, but I do not remember seeing that in core.
It'd be cool if not only they resize to fit people, but they also like culturally fit people. So like, as in a Gnoll's footwear might be different from someone else's footwear, and it
Yeah,
changed.
Gnoll is different from human,
Right.
which is different from centaur, which is different from Sagwin, etc., etc., etc.
That'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
Arms, claws, talons, hooves, feet. Yeah.
Part of the problem is I don't think you don't get the actual like category descriptions. Archives of Nethys is primarily for just listing individual things. So you'd have to go to the Paizo PRD itself, which I think is
Yeah, the
also
legacy.
hosted on there. Yeah, there we go.
I just had a thought. If a centaur tries
That's
to
dangerous.
put on magical boots, do they turn into horseshoes?
It was-
That's one of those cases where race specific probably comes into play.
Okay, I just found it.
My
in
thought.
the book or rulebook. The same
You
phrasing.
did. Okay.
An article of magic
Yes.
clothing or jewelry is discovered most of the time. Size shouldn't be an issue.
Then I am
459.
just dumb, or I overlooked it.
Yeah, on the Legacy Paizo format page, it says the exact same thing as on D20.
Okay. Then I am just dumb, or I overlooked it.
I'm looking
I
at the
apologize.
6th reprint
easy to
though, so
overlook.
maybe in the first reprint it wasn't there.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway, okay. Are we keeping the salves? The stone salves?
What do those do?
Fuck if I know.
All right.
I'm glad you asked.
let's-
So, stone salve. what it can do is cure petrification.
Yes.
If
Done.
you apply it to somebody that has been petrified, then it is as if you used stone to flesh, returning them to normal. If you apply it to someone who has not been petrified, it gives them stone skin.
Interesting.
Yes, we're keeping those.
Okay. And apparently they have 2 uses apiece.
Mhm.
Yes, it's a pot of some smelly goodie.
Yep.
Yeah, essentially it's a ceramic. It's a large ceramic pot, and you just slather this shit on yourself.
Delightful.
Alright. We want to do... I'm
It
adjusting
smells bad. It's kind of clumpy,
minus.
but it's useful.
Anal lube is useful too.
Wow!
Thanks, Ellie.
You gotta give your butt stone skin.
Please don't give your butt stone skin.
The other poor person.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to seduce a dragon, that might be a good idea.
All right, who's the bard?
If Zira dies,
Oh no.
I have.
And now I'm just thinking of the meme that was posted a little earlier of the from Thor Ragnarok. God, where was it? Where was it?
No, Bat. If Zira dies, I'm bringing in a klepto nympho lizard assassin.
Oh no.
Don't let Zira die.
But yeah, it's the paladin and the warlock both going, no, please, it's not worth it. And then Hulk as the bard, big monster, must smash.
Yep.
I just like the one that says, I want to seduce the dragon. And the DM says, okay, roll for damage, because it's a top.
But dragons can shapeshift, but maybe this one doesn't want to.
Yeah, that's the thing. They may not want.
Alright, so we're gonna sell the plunder. We're gonna sell the other ship. How much are we gonna get for the other ship? 10 grand? 12 grand?
I think we went with 10 grand.
10 grand's good.
Is there no elasticity spell?
Oh my god!
Binder? Yes, there is! It's called the Hungry Wench, and it is something that I created myself. It's an alchemical item. And no, you cannot purchase it. Fuck off.
Wow.
I wasn't thinking of purchasing it. I was thinking, like, surely that's a spell the dragon knows.
No, the dragon would have one called compatibility, so it's a compatibility spell.
Jesus
Makes
Christ.
your
This group.
organ, the acceptable size for whatever you're interested in.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so
This is the group we're in.
let's
This is
Come
why
on,
Belly
then.
fits in well.
move on from conversations
That's
about how
compatibility.
dragons are compatible.
Nothing changes.
So, we have 1, 2, we said 8 rolls, right? To average this out. So, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7,
Oh,
8.
no, no,
Oof!
no, no, no.
What are you doing, Jacqueline? I mean, not that it matters, because that just means 1 times, but
Alright, so
Too much to drink?
because she can't go below a 10. She physically can't, she just can't go below a 10. So we have 1.75. 2 times. That's 18, so that's a 1.25.
I'm just gonna let you do all the math here.
Yeah, do that.
My brain no worky.
That's a safe bet.
1.75.
Was that 31 though? You lost those goods on the way back. Sorry.
Yeah, no. About that, no.
It's balanced out with the 2 1s.
Nice try.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ. Okay. So, multipliers. And the nice thing about this is I can take this, and I can go into the spreadsheet. If I can get to the window that has the spreadsheet. And I can add all these numbers together. And then we go like that. That. Plus. Oops. Let's not be stupid. This music is kind of fitting for this because it's just number calculation and the music that Jacqueline hears in her little office space while she's cranking out numbers.
I found the loop.
I see that, Belly. And if you can see my face right now, it is very upset. My expression is very upset.
Someone needs a face cam.
Yeah, well,
Why is it not calculating
if
that?
you want to pay for a webcam
Oh.
for me, by all
Right.
means, go ahead and pay $500 or $200 or whatever the hell they're priced these days.
Yeah, there we go. Appraise multiplier is 11.75.
I can send you my old Logitech
Alternatively-
that I got about 30 years ago for $20.
Jesus.
Alternatively, pay for a model and Bat becomes a VTuber.
I very much am planning on doing that, actually.
Go face rig.
Facebook is actually phasing out. They're now going with a project called Animes.
Before we continue with that, the Ring of Cold Resistance.
Yeah.
It's minor.
Yeah, it's a minor.
Yeah.
So how much cold resistance is that?
10.
Okay. 10 or 10%?
10.
10.
Flat.
Okay.
They're flat
Flat
numbers.
10. Okay.
First 10 points, gone.
Okay. So is anybody going to be keeping that?
I do a lot of cold shit, so someone else probably wants it.
Vi doesn't need it because she has a warlock resistance of 10 plus racial of 5, so...
I mean,
You
if
might
no
want
one else wants it, Zira can grab it, because tank.
It's
That's probably a
either,
good idea.
it's either Zero or tomorrow.
Yep.
Should really
No, actually, yeah, tomorrow might be a better idea. Because
Okay.
AC don't do shit against spells, but I've got a lot of health.
That's true.
Plus you probably have the higher reflex finder.
Oh, I definitely do.
So, against things that are going to need a reflex
Oh,
roll.
wait.
Okay, so
I tapped my drink against my teeth and it hurt.
so we are keeping that ring.
Yep, that goes to the Gnoll.
Okay, thank you.
So if anybody has not seen it, the tankard that I use is a large glass tankard that I got from my old job. Guess I worked at Bad Dragon. It's a thing. Yeah, I know.
She made dicks!
I did. But yeah, it's heavy. When it clanks against your teeth, it does not feel good.
You know, I could send you a photo of a thing I got from my old work.
Oh,
Okay. Also, are we keeping any of the weapons or armors?
They're not magical, they're junk.
Yep.
Yeah, I think my collection's pretty full at this point.
Okay.
I've got something like 9 daggers. I don't think I need any more.
Alright. In which case, selling with the multiplier we got, which is up to 5 digits of precision, we're looking at...
Don't forget the ship.
What ship?
The ship we brought back. The extra 10K.
Are we selling it, or are we
Yep.
keeping it?
We're selling
Oh,
it.
we're selling the ship as well. You said that was how much?
10K.
10K.
10k gold. Well, okay then. Why is that rounding to 6.2?
I don't
That's-
know.
Oh, I know why, because I need to manually adjust that. Why don't you know? Tedder, fix this. Okay. Every person is getting...
No, you fixed it.
I just did. I did your job for you. Good job.
Yay!
This is after the maintenance cut, right? For the ship.
Yeah, maintenance and black market and white market and all that fun stuff.
Show me the money.
There we go.
Woohoo!
That's per player.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't need a calculator, man.
I know, right? Plus.
Becomes 8.
Cool. Money!
Money, money, money.
More money! Loads of money!
I personally now have 8,567 gold and 167 platinum, so that's nice.
Let's see.
I was about to say I didn't have any money things on my stream deck, but I do.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Thank you very much, Lance.
Paid for in blood.
Yes, Finder, very good.
I should play that again.
I still need to beat it before 2 comes out.
Tangent, but I actually had a really fun setup where I had a man-at-arms wholly dedicated to the shout skill. And I had the little head cannon that it wasn't a shout, he was just doing the grandpa sneeze.
See, I only ever got into the actual castle once.
Oh, I haven't even gone.
Every other time that I have played it, I lose like all of my money and all of my parties before leaving the third area.
And what are we talking about?
Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon.
I never understood why people had such a problem with it. Maybe it's because, like, encyclopedic memory and I remember all of the positives and negatives from each interaction, but, like, I never had a problem with the game. I very rarely lose anybody.
My issue was always with the Warrens. Cause
yeah.
Disease always got me every time.
Gotta bring characters can cure that. It's the Plague Doctor and Grave Robber both have disease cures when they rest.
Yeah.
I did use a mod that made more classes viable healers because I didn't like needing to stock up on the clerics.
Which game was this?
Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't recognize it. Play it.
Dankest Dungeon.
Okay, and yeah. I also posted the white and black market totals.
And Felis, would you mind explaining how that works again?
Right, I'd have to go pull up the sheet stuff. But effectively, simplest form of it is Jacqueline has various connections throughout the trading world because her origins was in being a merchant. So she is able to... Where is it? There it is. By utilizing your mercantile connections, you gain a resource pool. You can add to this resource pool with any gold you acquire through adventuring, but once you put it in, it remains a part of that pool thereafter. Your resource pool increases at various levels, yada yada yada. You may utilize this resource pool in any community of village size or larger by requesting an item. If the item you request is worth less than the community's gold limit, you can obtain it within 1d4 hours. If it exceeds the community's gold limit but is less than double the limit, you can gain it within 1d4 days. As long as you have the item in your possession, the resource pool is reduced by an amount equal to the item's value. If you lose the item or otherwise cannot eventually return it in some fashion, the pool is permanently decreased by the value of that item. And then charged items, as they lose charges, they also lose that same percentage of worth. Resource pool is available even outside your usual affinity area, which for her is Rahadum, so... but in that case, gaining a requested item takes 1 hour or 1 day longer. For the black market, it works effectively the same, except for items that you normally wouldn't find through legal means, as well as being able to be utilized anywhere, regardless of the community value, or the community resource limit. So effectively, black market is anything that's off the usual market.
Very good.
But those are separate pools for a reason.
Also, on Rahadum, this is information for the party as well as those people watching and listening on Twitch and on YouTube from Lancedon. I am probably going to nix that part of the story. It was, I feel, very confusing. I feel like it didn't really have much of a place as a starting point. It was an interesting area, but on my part, it was a very poor plot hook, I feel. Instead, if we run this again, we are going to start from the tavern that is basically the waypoint into the Sodden Lands. So that tavern that you picked up crew at.
Right.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I kind of.
Oh yeah, and I should also mention that we basically have not used either of those market abilities yet, which is why those pools are so incredibly large. Because those are stacking up very quickly.
Uh-huh.
The general rule that we're using for Jacqueline having become an NPC, or I guess GMPC, because I'm not using her anymore, is anytime we get loot, a certain percentage of the loot is going into those pools. The same way that it's used to pay for various things for the ship and crew. So that pool is going to get very large eventually. But that's probably a good thing, because it means we can get all sorts of interesting things if need be.
Oh yeah.
And in Port Peril in particular, this is an excessively large area. So you can get basically anything here.
And if you consider that it's a pirate bay, you have to wonder what's considered black market around here.
Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, everything is the normal market.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Shut the fuck up.
Thepiratebay.org.
Toothpaste, huh?
Toothpaste and oranges are on the black market.
Well,
No, they have plenty of citrus.
Nah, see,
mangoes.
limes that are black market.
Limes and coconuts are black market.
Coconuts.
Put the lime in the coconut.
That's what I was gonna say. Put the lime in the coconut.
Hey! No, Sky. Toupees are not black market. Toothpaste is black market.
I mean, maybe also toupees.
oh my god.
Don't judge.
Considered a poor sign if a balding captain needs to cover that up.
Oh, I need to add 2,000 more gold to this.
well,
This
John
level
with
Yeah,
the
Picard.
card.
there's the black market part of toupees. It's the discretion is the black market bit.
Don't mention his toupee. All right. So
I wonder
Pirate
if they've
Bay.
got people jerky that I could go and get.
people jerky
People
is definitely on the black market.
Yes, people jerky.
Those would that would come from the Kudu tribes, which don't typically trade here, but there are imports of long pork.
I still want to find an ASMR.
So you can eat it.
Yes!
There are slave markets here.
Are there sexy slave markets?
This isn't Skyrim.
Need to get the modding out.
Although I suppose that has more of a place in fucking Fallout.
Yeah. Weird how that works.
I seem
Okay.
to recall that there were slave markets in Skyrim as well.
They're just smaller and less prevalent.
Actually, in the core game, didn't shit, what was the Nord city?
Windhelm?
Yeah, didn't Windhelm have a slave market?
Not to my knowledge.
It wasn't a slave market. It's more just that the dock workers are primarily Dark Elves and Argonians and that sort of thing, and they're effectively treated as slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the reward of being able to live in our general presence, you do everything for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever any explicit, like...
Oh! Morthal! Morthal has the jail itself is set in a mine. The prisoners are effectively slaves.
Markarth.
Oh, that's Markarth?
Markarth, yeah, that's Markarth.
That one. Markarth. Yeah, they're effectively slaves, but if you go under the main central point, there is also effectively like a peasant drug den style thing under there. Those people are also effectively slaves because they're forced to work smelting everything that comes out of the mine and whatever else. They aren't treated very well.
I'm tempted to go through that storyline just so I can murder the Silverbloods.
But murder is bad.
Silk don't give a fuck. Silk is the soul of chaos, and you will learn that if Zira dies.
So now that we've finished with all the loot stuff and we have all of our golds, what else did we want to do?
Nap.
Nap? Okay, well that's game, guys. Great.
I don't know what else is there we can do today.
Well, you guys, like I said, we can do towny stuff. As stated in Pathfinder, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I tried to find any semblance of a map for the, for one of the plot hooks that I was trying to give them, it doesn't exist. Even on the Paizo official forums, there was a guy looking for 3 years for anybody that had a map for Temple of the Ravenous Moon, which is noted in Skull and Shackles. It's noted in Lost Kingdoms. It's noted in the campaign setting for let's see, Inner Sea World Guide. It's noted in there. It's noted in every single publication. Anything about the Shackles, it says Kurdrak Bonefist, which is a guy that supposedly runs Port Peril, except he's never there to do it. He sent 2 expeditions to this temple, but they mysteriously disappeared. No maps. He wants to send another expedition of adventurers. No maps.
Apparently they need to get good.
You need to make a map.
Yeah, it's so... Either I am going to make the map myself, or Kibby, another person who has joined the Tansu Clan Discord. Kibby, if you're listening, I appreciate you. Her husband may be willing, but she is going to try to talk to him later today. If all else fails, though, by the next time that we run our JBC, I will have a map that I have either made myself or that I have commissioned.
So what you're
However,
saying is we can't go there right now.
we can do the introduction to that plot hook, but we cannot actually do a temple run.
Right.
However, you have the options for 2 other hooks to find a navigator. As well, you have the entirety of Port Peril to check out. Because you guys got here effectively a day ago.
We need to frequent all the taverns that the navigator would be in.
Yep. As far as what is on the island you are currently at, the only tavern is called the Mermaid's Bucket. And the entire motif of it... I believe that's it there. Excuse me. The entire motif of it is fish masks and mermaid statues and just kind of fisherman's fancy galore, if you will. There are a lot of, we'll call them artifacts on the wall, but really it's junk that other sailors have left behind. But everything about this place is a nautical theme of rowdy sailors who just came into port, are letting off the first of their steam, and kind of wreaking havoc in the place.
Lovely.
Sounds like the best place.
Like I said, though, there is the ferry that will take you across to the main island, or to the mainland rather. And then there is also Lucre Hold, which you cannot actually purchase passage to.
That's dumb. They should let us in.
Lucre Hold is Captain Bonefist's private area. That is his actual fortress. So no, unless you are granted an audience, you will not be going there.
Don't tell that to
Anyone
Zero.
else want to know what he did to earn that name?
No.
Well, he fisted some bones, obviously.
Maybe he
Fist
don't
is ready.
And instead of a sawing motion, he's making a fisting motion.
Ah!
Well, that's enough internet for me.
Bless you.
And then Finder was dead.
Finder is getting ready to pass out again.
Oh no.
Really?
Yes, he has been a very lazy sleeper lately.
Okay.
I mean, I feel that. I'm not getting more than like 4 hours of sleep at a time lately. And then I'll take another 2 hours, like 2 hours after I wake up. So I know that feeling. But yes, as far as taverns go, currently you have access to the Mermaid's Bucket. If you would like to take the ferry, you can. Your entire party can fit on there, as well as a wagon if you are planning on bringing one. In fact, 2 whole parties and 2 large wagons can fit on the ferry.
Or one fang.
Or 1 fang in a drunken haze.
Sounds about right.
Is Fang okay with water?
Yep. He floats.
Okay. So, what is the plan at this moment? Oh, actually, I was wrong. Wait, was I wrong? No, I wasn't wrong. That is the
Damn it.
tavern. I do have you on top.
Let's see.
I don't know if we have a plan.
We're
Do we
gonna
look
go to
like the
taverns
kind of group with a
and find the
plan?
navigator.
Do we talk about talking to the dock guy again after this thing happened to our ship?
Mm.
You mean the harbor master?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should toss the bodies outside of the dry dock, to pile them up.
Did you lose these?
No, the harbor master wasn't. He wasn't gonna do anything because we talked to him. This was the other guy was doing.
Then just say somebody lost these.
Jacob Silva!
Yeah, Jacob Silver.
Why can't he have a name like Bone Fist?
Should be Silver Ass.
I'm down for that.
Right?
So, you guys are piling up the bodies, and this is meant to be a message. This is meant to be somebody come take care of this.
And just making it convenient for when the corpse wagon comes by.
Oh, okay.
Maybe for the corpse wagon.
Bring out your dead.
There's no claims of missing persons. They're all here.
At least part of most of them is here.
They
Yeah,
may
there's
be
an arm
followed
missing
in
here and there.
due to tentacles, but they're all here.
Yeah, they're mostly still together.
Might be a little loose in the pants area, but they're there. We should go find the
Hopefully
navigator. Right?
the shadow plane didn't eat them too bad.
There's that.
Yep, just a couple of them have entire sides shredded.
Like I said, parted most of them.
Yeah.
There's some bones missing.
They're still identifiable, mostly.
Are they?
Mostly.
Think of like those corpse eater beetles that just like strip the flesh from the bones and
You mean
I
scarab?
assume
yeah.
that's not what scarabs do.
No, there is a type of scarab that actually eats corpses, isn't there?
To my knowledge, scarabs are mostly dung beetles.
No. Okay, I have to look this up now.
I don't think that the navigator's gonna be staying in the sucky part of town. Probably be in the more affluent part of town. So
Probably. Also, I assume there weren't any interesting races amongst the people who tried to attack us.
Scarabs are. Oh no, that's from the Mummy fandom.
Yep.
Da.
there is some type of beetle that does eat carrion. It's not quick though.
At no stage does the life of a scarab involve flesh eating. Alright then.
Yep. It was just a mummy thing.
Thanks, Lan.
Wow.
You know more now.
There
like
are flesh-eating
mythology.
beetles, though.
Oh, absolutely. They're just not scarabs. Which I find so strange. Like, the mummy must have just seen that Egyptians called certain beetles scarabs and latched onto that for its shtick.
Or Hollywood just made shit up like they usually do.
Yeah.
Probably that too.
Probably the latter, yeah.
I do like the Egyptian lore of giant scarabs, though. You know, like fucking bus-sized beetles. Like, those are awesome.
Like an Age of
Maybe-
Mythology where you can recruit them as siege units.
Yup. I love Age of Mythology. I need to finish it again. Anyway.
Once again, back to our game.
We're trying. We're trying. Keep getting off a tangent.
Well, I think tangents are going to be what's most of today, so.
Yeah, and again, I will take responsibility for that. I am sorry for being a bad DM.
It's not your fault if there is literally nothing out there.
Yeah, I found the thread that you were looking at.
And like,
The 3 years of, hey, does anybody have anything?
Yup.
like, it's been mentioned all over the place, and there is nothing for it. Like, what the hell?
No one's decided to write anything for it or make it up.
Well, the weird part is, in Tempest Rising, which is part of Skull and Shackles, an actual Paizo, like, official campaign.
Yeah.
Not just a module, so not just like a one-story arc. No, official campaign. Temple of the Ravenous Moon is mentioned. It is mentioned that Bone Fist is trying to put together expeditions to go check it out, but
That's it.
the campaign doesn't touch on it.
It was never
That's it.
actually included. Neither Eel's Skull or the Temple of the Ravenous Moon were set to appear in Skull and Shackles.
Yep.
And that was like the only time it was ever brought up.
At least in Paizo official lore.
Yeah.
It's possible they have plans to make it like its own module at some point.
I wish that were the case, but again, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it'd be in
True.
2.0 now.
Yeah, now they're redoing everything.
Anyhow, On to matters for today, though. Like I said, you do have 2 other hooks that I have in my brain for you to do. One is kind of boring. One is going to take you off on a little tangent. And then you have the 3rd hook
Ooh, that's a sexy
from Bonefist himself, which is the expedition, but we will not be able to actually do that expedition tonight.
Well, shit. Let's make like a fish and get hooked.
Weren't we supposed to avoid Bonefist?
No,
you
Silver
were
wanted
told-
us to avoid Bonefish.
Silver's
Yeah,
a loser,
you
though?
were. You were told that he is not a man to be trifled with. He is not a man that you want to meet.
And we said, on the contrary.
Because we're dumb.
Yeah, he actually did receive his title as the Storm King for a reason. If anybody has ever watched One Piece, he would
It's on the
essentially be the king of kings for the pirates.
At some point, eventually.
I
Listen, I
actually
still have
can't.
to go finish watching Bleach.
Bleach was good. A lot of filler, but it was good.
Yeah.
I can't figure out where in the Shackles Port Peril is supposed to be.
Port Palo is at the lower region. I can tell you exactly where it is because I have my handy dandy map here.
It's
Yeah, I'm
marked
looking
by
at a map right
giant
now, and I
star.
searched for Peril, and it came up, but it's like, oh, I found it. It's on the mainland.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was off in the actual Shackle Islands.
Nope.
Okay. And if anybody's wondering, I'm putting the map I'm looking at in the Pathfinder chat.
Well, I have us looking at the Galarian map on the on Roll20.
Yeah, but mine's more detailed.
Oh my goodness.
So, are we gonna go look for the navigator, or are we just gonna drag this night out in silence?
Wow, Belly.
I would hope you guys are going to look for the navigator.
I'm not the social one. That's on you guys.
Sure, that's
So,
why we're here.
you
so.
I'm going to assume you start asking questions. Are you
Yeah.
going to start here at Mermaid's Bucket?
Yeah.
I think
Suppose
it's
we can ask the harbor master first, I suppose.
yeah. There we go. Start with the harbor master. He might.
There
know.
you go. So now you have a heading.
We need a navigator that won't put us into the Eye of Indigo, but will take us to Where are we supposed to go? again?
Gordy?
There we go.
Elizabeth Gordy.
Someone knows how to
Place
get from
that will
here to
not be
there
named.
instead of just straight that way, because that won't work.
Go that way. Turn left.
You downhill really fast. Something gets in your way. Turn.
Can you imagine a navigator that tries to give you like car directions except across an ocean? When you come to this one weird frothy bit, you turn left.
Ooh, that's a really nice Port Peril map.
Indeedy.
Where's up? It's gonna be like sail west for 4 days, then sail north for 3 days.
Make sure you don't list west. Those currents get a little
that's not-
tight,
yeah,
and
that's not
that'll
true.
put you right into the
No, it's
eye.
not.
No, that's Lily White. That is a different
Oh.
town entirely.
Why is it in
no.
the Plunder Peril?
Yeah, page 2 actually details the shackles as the same map that
Yeah.
Silas has.
Yeah, so let's ask the harbor master about finding a nav. You know any navigators that make the run to... Was Gordy there?
No listing
Yes,
to
Dad.
the left.
And let's see here. I need to double check which one the harbor master was, so I am not giving you the wrong information. Boop boop boop.
So once we find the navigator, we can just leave, right? We're just taking out of here.
You could.
You could, yeah.
Are ship prepared yet with all, gold fittings?
Some bad video game logic, though. You're supposed to do all the side quests first.
Yeah.
But the side quests aren't ready, so we can't do them.
The main quest and the side quests aren't ready.
Early access.
So the
All we
early
can do is
access.
run around and
You
talk
guys
to people
are in
town.
early access.
Exactly.
um,
Stage.
precisely. He will tell you that he may have some information, but my memory's a little fuzzy.
A little fuzzy, huh?
Here, have a platinum.
You happen to see that pile of bodies out front?
Oh, bodies don't bother me.
You happen to see that ship that you're working on?
I say again. Here, have a platinum.
I thought we
He pockets the platinum that Zero gave him. It's starting to come back.
that all the fittings should be done in platinum.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
In the most expensive, most exotic woods. Don't forget you're redecorating. Sorry, no, not redecorating. Refitting the captain's cabin in this polished black oak for the floors and
Yeah.
doing the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all well and good, yeah. But you've already rekindled my fires of knowledge for that bit.
So the favor I did yesterday doesn't count for today. Okay, I get you.
Precisely. See, you are now understanding business. I appreciate it, my friend.
Okay.
Sounds like he wants his shit tied together as well.
Business is stupid. Blood is forever.
But
Until you wash it off.
blood doesn't pay for my house, my home, my family.
See, that's where you're just doing it wrong.
I'm not doing it wrong, I just prefer more lucrative methods, my tiny scaled friend.
Have you seen how much money we've pulled in with just blood?
Oh, you've pulled in a fair bit, but can you pull in a city's share?
Yes,
No.
actually, we did.
Yeah, the answer to that is yes, you did.
I think we pulled in several city shares.
Killed a Leviathan, and then we plated our ship with it. And we sold them.
Yeah,
to the
we
town.
literally own Jula's Landing.
You mean that little tiny stain on the map?
It's the only
Yeah.
place to
Yeah.
stop between here and Rahadun.
It's gonna be getting a lot bigger now.
But no, in order for you guys to win him over, either I'm going to need to see some rolls, or he's going to need a bit more than just one piece of platinum.
Man, that's more than some people see in their entire lives.
He sees like 200 platinum an hour, so
Jesus.
There's my diplomacy roll. Beat that.
okay, we have a diplomacy from Tobias and a diplomacy from Tammara. So he waves off Tammara, but Tobias, he turns to you. So, being a businessman, you understand that I cannot get my services for a pittance. I have a lot of books to run, a lot of logs to keep, And I can't just go out giving client information without some way of recompense.
Uh-huh. Well, how about this? Every other ship that we encounter, that we cripple, we'll make sure to send them to you to repair.
Now, that is a wonderful thing. I do gain quite a significant amount of the overhead. But is it worth my time?
Doesn't seem like John Silver is going up anytime soon.
That man, unfortunately, has pockets that do not end and senses deep.
How about this? We're problem solvers.
Yeah, do you happen to have a problem that needs solving?
Well, you know, I could have you look into a little matter for me. There's this older gent. Claims to be one of our navigators. Now, I'm not saying the gent isn't a navigator of his own right, but Port Peril don't know him. So if you could hop across and go talk to this gent, I would be mighty obliged.
And what are we supposed to find out?
I am finding that out for you right now.
So he doesn't want to send us to give us the name of a navigator, but he's going to give us the name of another navigator, maybe.
He is about to give you the name of a navigator who claims
He's a navigator. Okay.
to be one of Port Peril.
Ah.
Let me see here. I saw the name of a place that I wanted to use before. I wanted to see if I can find it again. Was it Cup and Rudder? Mm-hmm. Rudder. Where are you? There you are. No, I didn't want to use that one. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, he tells you to go to Saltfish Camp. That one of the less fortunates has been trying to make a dime off his own skin, saying that he is one of Port Peril's navigators, but nobody in Port Peril has ever heard of him. Man by the name of Krieg McClintock.
Now that's a fake name if I've ever heard one.
Yup.
Could have been John Smith.
Jon Snow.
Then he'd be useless to us.
Aaron A. Aronson.
Oh my god.
Why does it sound familiar?
Aaron.
That's from Hot Fuzz.
Marshall? Who's a U.S. Marshal?
But yes, Krieg McClintock has been trying to say that he is a navigator of Port Peril. Would anybody like to roll a knowledge local?
Don't have it.
Trained, but I
No.
haven't been here long, so.
Okay. You can at least get this much. Saltfish Camp is where you end up if you are on your last penny.
Basically a homeless camp.
Essentially, but
Tent
they won't be
city.
homeless. They won't be homeless for long because this little tent city, essentially, is also where you are, let's say, bought out of your debt.
That doesn't sound good.
This is Port Peril, after all. Slavery is legal trade.
People aren't cargo, mate.
They sure as hell are here. But yes, thank you, Jack.
So we need to go find a dude who's on his last legs. Figuratively speaking.
Maybe
know
not
apart from the
figuratively.
rest. That's what I'll ask the harbor master here.
Old Firage will take care of that.
Oh, Farage?
Old Firage will take care of that.
Who's that?
He's the man what looks over Saltfish.
Alright, well then we should go to this saltfish place.
We're all very much here right now.
Yes.
I feel like we should maybe just call it a night and
I didn't want to say it mostly for Belly's sake, but it's kind of seeming that way.
pick
Yeah.
us up maybe next week or whatever. If
So,
We could probably arrange that.
here's what I can do. For those listening on stream, this goes for you guys too. I know that I normally do second and fourth Friday for Pathfinder, but we're gonna do Pathfinder this next coming week.
Wow.
This next coming what?
This next coming week. So next
so this
Friday.
upcoming Friday.
Yeah,
Well,
this
that's-
upcoming Friday.
after Thanksgiving, isn't it? It's gonna be.
Oh shit! Wait, no.
This next,
no, no,
that's
no,
the
no, no, no.
21st.
No.
So,
Um, Yeah, Thanksgiving should be
the week
Thursday
after.
after next. Yeah, the
Is it
26th.
26? Okay. I thought it was the third Thursday of the month.
Fourth.
It's always the fourth.
Oh, it's always the fourth.
Calendar 2020, November 26th.
Okay. Well then, so it'll be the week after. We won't be able to really play, maybe, depending on what.
Yeah.
people- It's not gonna change here. My Thanksgiving is gonna be very low key, so I'm gonna be home, but I don't know about others.
Mine is also going to be low key, but if last year serves as any indication, I might be out of power for 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, I don't know if you were abreast of the situation, but last year I was out of power for a week and a half.
Was it like
the
fire?
day before? No, it wasn't fire. The day before Thanksgiving, we had a winter storm roll through the mountains of Southern California that lasted for 3 days. They were not able to get power to people up here for another week after that.
Oh dear.
It was kind of insane.
Well, you know what's insane? Living here in Massachusetts, 5 days of this month, we had 74+ degree weather.
Damn.
In the middle of November.
Yeah.
That's
We're in Canada, and I'm still only sleeping with a single layer in November.
Yep. So,
But you know, climate change is a hoax.
Yeah, what's a climate?
We're not gonna go into that.
We're
Too
gonna,
late!
we're gonna have a really mild winter, and then it's gonna sock us like in the springtime. That's my bet.
Probably.
Okay, so maybe we'll play this weekend, this Friday coming,
No, we will be playing this Friday coming.
but maybe not the next one.
The next one, maybe not.
To bounce early. I've got a certification test at 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
Should we try to go for... Well, what's the schedules usually on Friday? Like, is there a reason why we specifically start at 5 p.m.?
Yeah, could we start at
Go to
4?
bed at a normal hour.
Well,
Saturday.
Tim usually doesn't get home
Oh, true.
until like right before 3.
So, the unit here that I support has gone to a modified Panama schedule. I'll be working the front half of the week in the office and working at home the back half,
Okay.
and just alternating Wednesdays on whether I'm in the office or not. So, Fridays, I'll be home.
So we could maybe start earlier if you wanted.
I also don't want to start earlier because I usually get up sometime between 10 and noon. And I'm like using a couple hours to kind of, lazily start my day, go do the kitchen, get something to eat, chat online for a little bit, and then hang out with you guys.
Been up since the crack of noon, sir.
Yeah, that's Thunder.
That's me if I don't have work.
The crack of 2 p.m.
Okay, whatever. I was just, we were just
The only
inquiring.
thing that was keeping me waking up before noon was having a worker coming at 11 3 days a week, and now that that's not happening.
Yep, he slipped into a
So
very
Finder
late schedule.
just woke up then, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know how late I used to sleep? He's worse.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I
Well,
woke up half an hour before game time.
Nice.
Wait a minute. When did you go to bed then?
I think last night it was 3.
3 in the morning?
If you want to hear something really sad, I typically go to bed sometime between 11 and midnight and usually get up sometime around noon.
So so Finder, you slept for like 12 hours, is what you're saying.
The both of us do.
No, because I
Can't
slept
even-
from 3 until 1:30, so it was more like... What is
10 and a
that?
half.
10 and a
10
half,
and a
yeah.
half? Yeah.
Anyway,
This is why I
Point
don't
being-
go to bed early.
point being, earliest I am willing to start the games is around the same time.
Okay. I have no places to judge because I usually get up between 10 and 11 myself, so but I usually go to bed between 1 and 2, so I only get 8 hours, maybe 9 hours sleep. I can't get more than that. I bet you the stream folks are having a fascinating time listening to our
Oh yeah, no, the stream has been, at least on my end, has been talking about. Oh yeah, weather's been crazy here too.
Yeah.
Kibby has been saying that she wakes up at 7:30 in the morning, whether she likes to or not, because of her kids.
Oh, there's the fascinating.
Ah, thank you, Sigil.
Okay, so I think we're done for tonight. That's where we're going.
Unfortunately, it's looking that way.
None of us seem to be like all mentally here.
When this group has long
Even-
stretches of silence, you know that nobody's on their A game.
That's what I was about to say. It's like normally I'd say even Belly is ready to go, but even Belly's had those quiet periods of just dead air.
No one else is motivating me to be motivated as well.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I dropped the ball for you guys because I could have swore up and down there's so much information here. Like every book I look in has a note about it. There's gotta be a map somewhere.
Nope. I looked in the book that was going to be, as far as I could tell, the closest to having a map. The Lost Kingdoms.
Lost Kingdoms, that's what I looked at too.
Nope,
And they do go into
nothing.
more detailed information about it.
Yep.
That's the great part. They go into more detailed information. They even go into detailed information about what kind of monsters you can find around the area. No map.
No map.
Yep.
Weird.
It's one of those half-finished things. Which in Pathfinder, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like I said, unless Pathfinder Society actually has something heading to that area, typically nothing is actually developed there.
Well, that was like Forgotten
That's
Realms
another thing.
had a big atlas that had all kinds of points of interest in it, and then they just left it for people to fill out.
Yeah.
That's another thing, though. It even says in Lost Kingdoms, Pathfinder Society is planning on making another expedition out there.
Yup.
But in
And that
3
they never wrote it.
years, they never wrote it.
Yeah, Jirax is saying we probably should discuss that December 25th game.
I'm down.
So
Just
a
a
question
little bit.
came up.
Wait, why
a
is
question
it...
came up- Hang on.
Yeah, there we go.
A question came up on the Twitch side for the DM stream. How big is the dungeon supposed to be? This is Kibby asking, by the way, whose husband I was possibly commissioning for making the map if he was up to doing it. The map is not actually detailed. Like, the size is not actually detailed. The only detail that we have, I'll actually pull up Lost Kingdoms again here. Lost Kingdoms PDF. Here we are. The only part that is detailed, and my players, you can go ahead and watch me here too. I do not mind.
Wait, you mind us watching?
Not into that.
Gonna ignore that.
Good call.
Tatter is.
Here we are. The only part that is detailed in depth is one room that apparently has some alien monolithic creature held by 88 chains of mage-forged adamantine. If legends are to be believed, the monster hails from around beyond the stars and possesses dozens of horned vermicular heads, writhing tendrils that end in massive hooves and a toothy maw in the center of its veined underbelly. And that's it.
It's a son of Cthulhu?
That sounds...
That's how I want to play it. Honestly, that is how I want to play it. This is an eldritch being that somehow ended up here.
Normally, I'm into monsters, but I'm not sure I can picture putting a thong on that.
Sounds like that one Demon Souls boss, or not Demon Souls. Bloodborne, the Queen. What's it called?
So anyways, this should be a temple, right? It was supposed to be some kind of temple?
It is a exceptionally large ziggurat. There is a entrance into the catacombs, but the top of the temple is a large altar sized for Cyclops. So giant-sized. And the altar was once a place where they blessed newborns, and then they turned it into a place where they sacrifice newborns and the crying mothers.
Great. So
Now, instead of a gleaming white ziggurat that shines in the middle of the forest, well, in the middle of the Terroir upland, anyway, it is now a crimson-streaked, stained, rusted-looking ziggurat that even the Kuru tribes, which are the cannibals of the Mwangi Expanse, believe is tainted.
Fun
And like
stuff.
it says in the description there, yeah, it used to just be called the Temple of the Moon.
Yep.
Not so much anymore.
So
Yeah.
it should have 3 or 4 above ground levels, probably. Each one getting smaller
Probably.
than the previous, and then probably 2 or 3 or 4 below ground levels.
I would say probably 4 below ground levels. One of them is locked off, that'd be the 4th one, and that would probably be the chamber that has the giant serpentine eldritch being that cannot be understood.
Yeah. And then, and obviously, in the most of the levels, you're going to have living quarters, and then you're going to have religious iconography.
Well, these are
but here's the
catacombs.
question.
They're not living quarters. They are catacombs.
But the upper levels will have living quarters.
Oh, the upper levels, yes. The upper levels probably have, like, not so much living quarters, but, like, religious quarters.
Do I have to understand it to kill it?
No, Finder, you would not have to understand it to kill it.
Its weakness is a lollipop.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
There,
With a lollipop.
found it.
If it
Ibarita's
bleeds,
daughter
it
of the
dies.
cosmos.
Hell, even if it doesn't bleed, we can still kill it because skeletons.
Let's look up Daughter of the Cosmos. See if this is the kind of critter we're looking for. Oh!
It's an old one that didn't ascend.
Oh, that is,
Oh yeah. Ebrietas.
It
yeah,
looks
that's a critter.
It looks lovely.
That is definitely a critter.
You know what's more appropriate though? Moon presence.
Moon presence. From what?
Also Bloodborne.
Oh.
Final boss? Or the quote-unquote final boss?
That one doesn't scream at me as much for the theme they're going for.
Yeah, but moon presence.
Okay, the name does not mean it's more worthy. Yeah, centipede-looking thing is what I'm going for too, KB. Some kind of centipede with tentacles coming out everywhere and just a gaping maw across its.
Throw a
across its
C4
belly.
here. That's what that's going to be for. Just be like, throw the C4 in there.
Yes, Kibby, that does sound about right. 4 levels below, the 4th level, the 4th catacomb is locked off and sealed and all kinds of don't
What?
go here.
It'll have one giant room in it, too.
Yeah.
There might be several little ancillary rooms, but it should have one giant room in it on the 4th
Yeah.
level.
And then 5 levels of religious quarters above. And the top of it would be the altar.
Which would probably be outside, right? Because
Yeah, that'd be outside on top of the ziggurat. But anyhow, that is going to be it for tonight. We got 2 hours out of it. We got the loot done.
Yep.
We got everything figured out about what you want to do with the loot.
Yep.
And you're still sure you don't want to keep that mantelpiece?
No.
Once again, I apologize, guys.
Eh,
I was really hoping for there to be an official map, because I very much would prefer to use Paizo official stuff before
right.
making my own,
Makes
but
sense.
it's just not meant to be, I guess.
Oh no.
So
God, that is so many weird critters all in one. I love it.
we will mix in. We will meet again this coming Friday for more Pathfinder rather than the first-person shooter experience for Raised by Plays.
At the same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
What?
Speaking of bat,
Makes sense, right?
I'm
To the bat
63
cave.
now.
You're level 63 on Gunfire. I guess we're
Yeah,
playing
he's
more
been playing
Gunfire
it.
on Monday.
He's been playing it and playing it and playing it.
So, thank you, Drax.
You're welcome.
So yeah, it looks like we're playing more Gunfire on Monday. So if you are interested in seeing more of that gameplay, go ahead and give us a watch on Monday. However, one of my people is streaming for Extra Life tonight, gaming the system. I will have that. Actually, I do have that in our stream chatter on Discord. If you want to check them out, they should still be going, I think, until 5 p.m. Pacific tonight.
Are they streaming Twitch?
They are streaming Twitch, yes.
You could go raid them.
That's true. How do I do that?
What's their channel name?
Gaming the system is in the Discord.
Oh, I have to go find it? God. And what you would do is /raid and then their name, I believe.
Real quick. So,
to your dashboard.
Sakai,
Go from there.
Yeah, you can also do it through the dashboard.
Sakai has found a very good picture of a ziggurat. And this is kind of what I was thinking as well, except that top area would just be open.
That
Open air.
is an artist's depiction of the Ziggurat of Ur.
Hmm.
I found another centipede monster. This one's
I
worse.
really need to get off my ass and learn role building in Unity. I can build big shit out and we can play 3D.
Sounds fun.
Oh god, why would you do that? Find her, please.
VR.
So /raid, you said?
I believe you can do it with /raid.
Okay.
But you can
Here's
also
what
go
we're
to the
gonna do.
creator dashboard and do it there.
Dashboard will probably be easier.
We are going to shut down the well, 20 thing. But first, let me open up another window for creator dashboard.
But yeah, so if we do this... Oh, I don't have permission to do it. Lame?
All right, friends.
No results found.
I'll see you Friday.
All right.
Okay, see you, Belly.
Yeah, Belly.
But yeah, that should work. What I just did. But you have to do it. And then it pops up a thing at the top of the chat that allows people to click, and they can follow into the other person's channel.
Right. Well, I'm going to hit the button now. Boop.
Countdown has begun.
Yep. And if you raid, you get points in the channel.
Yay. Not that I know what to do with the 47,000 I have right now.
Alright. But yeah, you just wait for the timer to count down, and then there it goes.
Alright, that's probably my cue to end my stream as well.
Oh, did they just go?
I think
Oh.